Welcome to the Oklahoma Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full sign up for additional sessions. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website where you registered. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from Wichita State University. Take it away.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jerome Bennett. I'm the Oklahoma Regional Admissions Representative from Wichita State University. Wichita State is a four-year public research university located in Wichita, Kansas. We have about 11,200 undergraduate students and 16,000 total students at our university. Our admissions at the institution are rolling and we're test optional. The admissions requirements are a 2.25 GPA or a 21 ACT or a 1080 SAT. So we offer three kinds of scholarships at Wichita State University. We offer freshman merit scholarships, and they require a test score. The requirements are a 3.25 unweighted GPA and at least a 22 ACT, and they range anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 per year. We also have scholarship competitions. So if you have a 3.5 unweighted GPA or a 27 ACT, a 1280 SAT, or you rank in the top 10% of your class, you'll be eligible to apply for any of these scholarship competitions. And then we also have departmental scholarships, which are determined depending on which major you're studying at the institution. At our university, we have 8 degree granting colleges, 70 undergraduate programs, over 230 areas of study. I'd like to touch on some popular or some of our unsung majors at the institution. Engineering is probably what we're most well known for. We've also got our College of Business that we're really well known for. Nursing and education are really popular degrees. Communication is one that's kind of unsung at our institution. Criminal justice is another program that is kind of unsung. We actually have the second oldest criminal justice program in the country. We have a top 20 sport management program. And then as you can see, our fine arts program is really broad. We've got music, we've got performing arts, we've got digital/media arts, and then our art design and creative industries. So if you're looking to be involved in any art type major, we have at Wichita State. So diving right into this, I want to tell you that, there's a lot of benefits we believe that Wichita State has to offer you. Affordability is one of the first ones. So students in 19 counties of Oklahoma, as are listed on here, qualify to pay in-state tuition through our Shocker City partnership. It's about $8,434 per year for tuition and fees to attend Wichita State. This makes us the most affordable research university in Kansas as well as Oklahoma. No need to worry, though, if you're not from one of these 19 counties. Students in the remaining counties of Oklahoma receive a 33% discount on out-of-state tuition through our Shocker Select Tuition Discount Program, and it's about $11,800 per year or so for tuition and fees. Applied learning is another thing that I want to hover on. This is really, really important. So we want every single student at our institution to have an internship, a research opportunity, a clinical rotation, or other real-world experience in your major before you graduate from the university. Last year, our students earned over $5 million in wages with over 1,100 internship placements at over 500 different companies. And being the largest city in Kansas, this really affords us great opportunities for internships because of the amount of business and industry in the city of Wichita. Outcomes is another thing. According to Kansas Regents data, Wichita State graduates have a higher job placement rate and higher starting salaries for Kansas jobs than graduates from any other public Kansas institution. And then diversity and opportunity. So we're the most diverse campus in the state of Kansas at over 38% of our students who come from a diverse background. And then over 44% of our students are first generation students or the first in their family to go to college. So we have a lot of resources and organizations and opportunities set up to help you if you're a first generation student at Wichita State. So I want to hover a little bit more, like I said, on the applied learning, and I want to tell you a few stories. So really with the applied learning, it's a chance to get a competitive resume, earn some college credit, build some professional connections, and hopefully get a paycheck and transition into a real world job whenever you graduate. A couple of examples. Up in the top right corner is Kristen Boxman. She studied in our Elliott School of Communication, and she completed an internship with the local CBS affiliate. And before she graduated, she had a full-time on-air reporting job offer from the station, and it's a position that she still holds even now. You got Jacob Gutierrez down in the bottom under the national champion sign. He's held an internship with WSU Athletics as well as the college football playoff, and he's a sport management major. We've got down in the bottom right corner, Sierra Brown. She's an HR major, and she completed this past summer a prestigious internship with Goldman Sachs. She has actually already been offered a full-time position that she's accepted after her graduation in May of 2021 to work for Goldman Sachs. Another example is a young lady from Oklahoma City. She's a junior this year, but before her freshman year, she asked lots of questions about how she could get plugged in, how she could find a job, how she could find a potential internship, even as a freshman coming to the university. She was really, really persistent, and she ended up getting an internship with the National Institute for Aviation Research on our campus, which is a really, really big deal for an incoming freshman to have an opportunity like that. One more example I want to talk about is a young man named Ruben Reyes. He's from Southwestern Kansas. He worked at the National Institute for Aviation Research as well as an engineering student. And his hard work really paid off because he got an internship with Lockheed Martin. And he just graduated this past May. And his hard work has paid off because he got a full-time job with Lockheed Martin after he graduated from Wichita State. So these are examples of really how we're kind of moving forward as an institution and really pressing and encouraging our students to dive into the applied learning experience. We've also got the Innovation Campus. So this blends together industry and community partnerships with our students. It gives our students an opportunity to go further with Wichita State than just a traditional college campus. So it's 120 acres of space on our main campus. It's for our students to go beyond their traditional classroom setting. One of the big buildings that we have is called the John Bardo Center. In that building, we have 25 different labs for engineering students to get in and get their hands dirty. As you can see on the right side of the page, there's a listing of all the different partners that we have on the Innovation Campus. So it's really cool to have some of those folks on our campus. Here's some information if you'd like to come visit our campus sometime. You can register at wichita.edu/visit. And then lastly, here's my contact information. If you want to take a snapshot of this, grab this, feel free to reach out to me anytime or check out our social media. Thanks for having me this evening.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Southwestern College.
Am I good to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're screen sharing, though, that isn't up.
Okay. All right. I won't be screen sharing.
Okay.
For everybody out there, you see in the bottom of this video, it says Rodney Worsham. I'm filling in for him. My name is Levi Thomas. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions and Financial Aid here at Southwestern. And the main thing to know with Southwestern is there are multiple Southwesterns across the country. There's one in Oklahoma. There's a few in California. We're located in Winfield, Kansas. We're about an hour south of Wichita. So the population of Winfield, Kansas is about 12,000. The good thing is we're a small town, not a lot of distractions, but we are close to a large city in Wichita. And the main thing for us is we're a very personal campus. We individualize the experience for all of our students here. And for us, the main thing to know is we want to find students that want that personalized attention, and we want to work towards what their goals are, whether that is academically, athletically, with their activity with fine arts or performing arts, anything like that. With the admission requirements for us, like a number of schools this year, we are test optional. So we do look mainly at the student's GPA for admission. And if a student has taken an ACT or an SAT, we encourage them to let us know their scores, because we don't want to penalize students that haven't had the opportunity to take a test. But if someone has taken a test, then we want to help a student get a higher academic scholarship for that too. A little bit about Southwestern. We have around 600 to 700 students here on our campus. We're an NAIA Division II school. And within Southwestern, There's a number of traditions that we have that are a little bit quirky and weird. We're known as the Southwestern College Mound Builders. We have a mound building ceremony where we gather up all the students the first Thursday of the fall semester, and students paint their rock, and we put it into a really large mound into our mound plaza. And it's a great opportunity for students to experience the Southwestern College experience as first-year freshmen and transfer students. Our athletic mascot is the Jinx, which is a black cat. And we actually have a real black cat that lives in Stewart Field House, which is where we play basketball and have our volleyball games. With Southwestern, like I mentioned, the main thing is finding what a student wants to do after high school and building on that and building that individualized attention. And for us, with academics, the most popular areas are the natural sciences, business, education, social sciences, performing arts, and communications is also very popular as well. We're one of the few schools in the area that has a cadaver lab. We typically bring in 2 bodies each spring for multiple classes to be able to dissect those bodies. So students interested in the natural sciences, that's something that is really cool and different. And, you know, for me, I'm not much of a science guy and I don't have much interest in that, but usually if a student tells me they're interested in the sciences, their eyes light up real big. So along with us being a small school, we're more than just athletics. We have great performing arts programs and arts programs here at Southwestern. So we're not just looking for athletes, we're looking for engaged students that want to do more than maybe just go to class. A lot of our students are involved in more than one activity or more than one sport. And for us, we're looking for the students that want to be involved in a number of different things. And we're a Methodist-based institution. We don't require students to go to chapel or anything religious from a student, but we do highly encourage it, and it really adds on to the student experience here at Southwestern. You know, with the last thing that I'll mention is scholarshiping process. I mentioned the admission requirements. If you are interested, definitely encourage you to apply at sccans.edu and send us your transcripts. But for scholarships, we look at a student's GPA and their test score if a student has taken a test. If not, we are test optional. But academic scholarships can range from $5,000 to $12,000 per year. Along with that, we can stack an activity or an athletic scholarship with that academic scholarship. And then we also have a need-based scholarship as well. So if a student has completed the FAFSA, there could be eligibility for need-based scholarship money here. And then we also, obviously there's federal and state aid. If you're from the state of Kansas, you're eligible for Kansas state aid if you complete the FAFSA, possibly depending on your FAFSA data. But just know that we also have a very large out-of-state population as well. So for all the students from Oklahoma or different states, tuition is not more for a student that is not from Kansas. So, you know, we typically have around 120 students from out of state each year, and it makes our campus very diverse. So that's the last thing I'll leave with, and I appreciate everyone's time.
Thank you. Just a reminder to send in any Q&A questions that you have, and now we'll be hearing from Western Oklahoma State College.
Hi, everyone. My name is Caitlin Thompson, and with me I have Megan Martin. We are from Western Oklahoma State College. Is a 2-year junior college in far southwest Oklahoma in Altus, Oklahoma. And we are excited to be here with you tonight and just tell you a little bit about why Western is a smart start, not only academically, economically, but also socially. So just to get started, we do have an open admissions policy at Western. So that means you don't have to have a certain ACT score. As soon as you apply online to Western, you're automatically accepted into our Pioneer family. Once you get accepted and you apply, you bring in your ACT scores and your high school transcript, and then we would set you up with an advisor, and then you are ready to enroll and be a part of our family.
So like Caitlin said, we are a junior college in Altus, Oklahoma. That means that you would get your associate's degree with us and then transfer to finish your bachelor's degree. So basically anywhere you go, those first 2 years are a lot of prerequisites. You can see the options of degree plans that we have. We have 2 transfer degrees that are the Associates of Arts and the Associates of Science. And then the third one, the Associate of Applied Science, those are our straight to work degrees. So that means you get that degree and you go straight to work. If you wanted to transfer on to get your BSN, like in nursing, for example, you definitely could, but those are designed for our students. And a lot of our students will get jobs before they even graduate. On those degrees, nursing is the top one that is the most popular, has the most graduates. We have campuses in Altus, Elk City, and in Lawton for our nursing program. For Associates of Arts and Associates of Science, we'll look at Associates of Arts first. Liberal arts is going to be the most popular one in that category. So what that means with liberal arts is you can mold that into whatever you want. So say you want to be a fashion designer and you don't see that on the list. Liberal arts is going to be the route that you would want to take because you can mold it into that. Those first 2 years, like I said, are pretty much your basic classes. So this helps you get those basic classes out of the way with smaller classes. Associates of Science, you can look on that list. Our top degrees for that is going to be pre-vet. That's a fast track program. We are in partnership with OSU to where our students graduate and can get about a year more of schooling into their vet program instead of having to graduate with their bachelor's degree. So it shaves off about a year in school. It's a fast track program into vet school. So you can see the cost of tuition and fees at Western. This is going to be just some average costs for tuition and fees. So we advise our students to take 15 hours per semester to get through college in time. If you're wanting to go, 4 years through college, you can see at Western, it's a little over $4,000 for tuition and fees for 30 credit hours. And you can see also the cost for average regional, and these are costs in the state of Oklahoma. The average regional university is close to 10 grand, and then your research average is, triple the cost at Western. And this is not including housing. We actually have dorms on our campus, but unlike a lot of schools require freshmen to live in dorms their first year, we don't require that. If you don't want to live in the dorms, you definitely don't have to. That is an option, but this is just tuition and fee cost.
Okay, and we wanted to remind everyone of our scholarship opportunities. The way our scholarship works is we kind of have one general application that you would fill out. It's pretty quick and simple. It takes about 5 minutes, and that application would put you into all of the scholarships that we have to offer at Western, and that scholarship application is due March 1st. So go ahead and apply for that. You never know where you might need money. And then we like to tell everyone, no matter where they're going to college, just to go ahead and fill out their FAFSA application because you'll be needing that come August when school starts.
One of our favorite days on campus, events on campus that we have is Pioneer Preview, and that's our senior preview day. So we're actually having it in November face-to-face, so we're really excited to have students on our campus. It's from 9 to 12. If students register before November 1st, they get a free t-shirt, but any student that does come on that day will receive a $100 tuition waiver that they can use fall 2021. You will also meet faculty and staff members. You'll meet a lot of students and hear their stories of why they chose to join our Pioneer family. And you will hear information from admissions and financial aid and pretty much everything it takes to become a college student, but then even more on our campus. This is a day for you to look around and see if Western's your home. You may get here and not be crazy about it, or you may fall in love with our campus and decide that you want to join us the next 2 years for your college journey. So we would love for you guys to attend. If you want more information, definitely contact us, but you can see there where you can register for that day.
Okay, and then if you guys have any questions, feel free to type it in the chat box. We do have a number that you can text at 81010 to @WOC News for more information from us. Thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from OSU Institute of Technology, Okmulgee.
Hi, everyone. Scott Wood here with OSU Institute of Technology in beautiful Okmulgee, Oklahoma. We're going to run through a slideshow, and we're going to start with a quick video as soon as I can get this video up here. And there we go.
I can't hear the video.
So as you can see from the video there, that's what our main focus is making sure that you get a good college education and you're ready to go to work and that you have that job at the end of the tunnel when you get that degree. So a few things about the school here. We have free application fees. We don't charge for an application. We do work on an open admissions. So that means you don't have to have a certain ACT score to get in. You will have to qualify your ACT scores to get out of 0 level classes, of course, just for certain classes. But, you know, we're looking at like reading, math, things like that. And, you know, with an ACT score, we're looking more like a 19. So it's not super hard. And if you you don't have a 19 in a certain class, you can definitely take the AccuPlacer and get through those and not have to take those 0-level courses. We are in person. We have hands-on classes going on right now. In fact, when you start with us, you're looking at your majors, you're going to be starting day one out in the shops and the clinics and things like that. So one thing about OSU IT is we are the technical branch of Oklahoma State University. So that's exactly what we are, technical. We are basically like a trade school wrapped inside of a university. You can go to a trade school and you can get a great trade school certificate, or you can come to OSU Okmulgee and you can get that trade school certificate that you might need plus a degree. So you definitely want to have that degree to go with it. We are between 93 and 100% job placement rate. So that means that if you don't have a job when you get out of here, it's because you didn't want one. And of course, we are accredited just like OSU in Stillwater with that Big 12 degree. So that's definitely something to look at. Some of the programs that we offer, you can see right here from the list, we have a lot. We do anything from automotive, we have IT, nursing, engineering classes. We have a very wide range of what we do, what we take care of. Construction, air conditioning, refrigeration, cat dealer prep, civil engineering, cybersecurity is a big one right now. That's a huge field to get into. Any kind of diesel class you want to look at, Komatsu, CAT, truck tech. We have it. So definitely, if it's something you're thinking about getting into the trades, this is definitely something to take a look at. We can get you lined out, and like I said, have that job at the end of the degree plan that you're looking at, and you'll be ready to go. That's all I really have. So I'll hand it back over to you, Anna. Thanks everybody.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Johnson and Wales University.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Well, good evening. I am Elena Derry. I have the privilege of being the North Texas and Oklahoma admissions representative for Johnson and Wales University. Johnson and Wales University is a school like the University of Oklahoma or Oklahoma State, schools that you may be familiar with, but we do things a little bit differently from some of the schools that you may know. And the first thing that is different about Johnson and Wales is that we are not in Oklahoma, but rather we have two great cities that we call home. Providence, Rhode Island is where we originated back in 1914, so we've been around for over 100 years. And then we also have a campus in Charlotte, North Carolina. Both cities have wonderful things to enjoy, whether you like pro sports or whether you enjoy being close to the mountains with Charlotte, North Carolina, or the ocean is right there for you in Rhode Island. It's nicknamed the Ocean State. And so you're not going to ever be bored when you're on our campuses from either campus activities or things to enjoy in the area. The Providence campus, being the original, is a little bit larger in size with about 7,000 students. And then the Charlotte, North Carolina campus is about 1,500 students in size. But the unique thing about Johnson & Wales having two locations is that even though you have to pick one or the other to apply to before you start your freshman year, once you're accepted at one of our campuses, you are accepted at both of them. So if you would like to transfer back and forth between the two campuses while going to school at the university, you certainly may do so. You're not locked into just one campus location. So that's a little different and unique, but we're very proud of where we call home and have some great opportunities for you that we'll talk about. Usually when people have heard of Johnson & Wales before, they go, oh, that's that cooking school or that culinary school, because we're extremely well known for culinary arts. However, the university actually started off as a business school, so we have many different things under the College of Business to study. We also have a hospitality college with hotel restaurant management, sports management. We do arts and sciences, where we have everything from the criminal justice program to psychology. And with health sciences, we also have things like biology for pre-med or health sciences if you're interested in some of those pathways. Engineering is another big area for us, with everything from electronics engineering to computer science to even the social media degrees that are so hot currently. Ways we are unique and different from other schools is that we start our major courses from day one. And so if you are an equestrian student, day one, you're in the horse barn with the horses, because we also learn by doing at the university. Our classes are set up to represent what the real world environment would be like, or you're actually out in the real world environment for class at the mall if you're a fashion student, or in the kitchens if you're a culinary student, whatever it may be. We start this day one freshman year because we want you to know right away that you've chosen the right major for yourself. But we also believe that students are better with hands-on learning as opposed to just learning from somebody with a textbook or with a PowerPoint. We also have many study abroad opportunities for students to enjoy. We know the world's become a smaller place, and we believe it's important to get a global perspective on your education. These opportunities begin in your freshman year and continue through your senior year, so there's not a limit that you can go on. And you get class credit for them. So maybe you want to go on one of the great trips to South Africa for a couple of weeks in the summertime and enjoy skydiving and swimming with the sharks and going on safari and get credit for your classes back at the university that way. But we also have tons of fun things on campus to enjoy besides your classes. We have over 150 clubs and organizations. Maybe you want to be in one related to your major, like the American Marketing Association, or maybe you want to be in some of the fun things that you enjoy in high school, like drama club, yearbook staff, or perhaps join a fraternity or sorority. We also have sports at Johnson & Wales. Our varsity sports are NCAA Division III, and we have won several championships, especially with men's wrestling the past 3 years, and our basketball teams as well. We have lots of opportunities for scholarships, so don't let it not be in Oklahoma scare you. We do have the standard academic scholarships, but also if you're involved in clubs and activities in high school, they can be scholarships for you as well. Depending on how long you've been involved and what all you've done in them, these scholarships range anywhere from $1,000 all the way up to full tuition and are good for all 4 years of study. We also have many opportunities for you to enjoy and learn more about Johnson & Wales from the safety of your own home this fall or whenever you're ready. So Explore from Home is a great resource for you, where you can do everything from take a virtual tour on your own time, to taking those virtual tours with student-led tour guides, to doing cook-alongs with our culinary students in the kitchens, to learning about the different colleges from all the different faculty and staff in each one. So I hope that you'll go to Explore from Home and learn more about what the university has to offer for you and how it's unique. Our application is pretty simple. You can either do it online or you can do it on paper or the Common App. We are dual credit and AP and transfer credit very friendly. We do not require an SAT or ACT score, and we have a holistic approach to our application process, so we do not have a certain GPA requirement. No essays or anything complicated, and it is a free application. November 1st is our early deadline. My contact information is on the screen for you. I encourage you to do a screenshot, take a picture, whatever. I'm based out of Dallas, Texas, but cover the entire state of Oklahoma. Love coming to Oklahoma and working with you all, so happy to help you. Also, if you'll text 75192, Wildcats to that, you will receive more information about the university, or of course you can use the code there to scan as well. Thank you all for your time this evening. Look forward to seeing you at Johnson & Wales.
Thank you. Lastly, we'll be hearing from Oklahoma City Community Foundation, and don't forget to send in your Q&A questions.
Hello, everybody. My name is Rick Fernandez. I'm with the Oklahoma City Community Foundation. We provide scholarships to the state of Oklahoma. Okay. Hi, Anna. Are you there? Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead.
Yes.
Can you see my other screen? My
No.
can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. I'll start over again because mine will be quick. We're not a college. I'm with the Oklahoma City Community Foundation, and we are the largest independent scholarship provider in the state of Oklahoma. That's a great thing. Our scholarship program awarded over $2.5 million in Oklahoma this past spring. That's over 800 scholarships. And I would say probably 70% of our scholarships are awarded in Metro Oklahoma, but 26% of our scholarships are awarded statewide. So whether you live in Guyman or down in Durant, you can apply for our scholarships. It's open right now for application. And you can see on our screen, we have an apply now button that takes you directly to our application. And we have a video that walks you through the process. We also have 3 people that work in our scholarship department, and we'd be glad to help you. I've been with the Oklahoma City Community Foundation for 10 years, and it's great when we award scholarships and we get to see those students not have to pay so much to go to college. So you can take our scholarships anywhere in the United States. They'll pay towards tuition, fees, and books. So if you want to go to Southwestern, or if you want to go to Oklahoma State University or Wichita State, you can definitely take our scholarships to those schools. And again, those scholarships will pay for tuition, fees, and books. What are our scholarship recipients studying? 18% are studying engineering, 11% are studying medical, 10% are in the liberal arts, 9% study business and finance, and 8% study nursing. Another 8% are in the sciences, and 6% are in the music and arts. And the great thing about our scholarships is they don't end as a graduating high school senior. When you go to college in the state of Oklahoma, we actually have college opportunities for you at those schools. They are specific to their major, but we do have opportunities for you to apply your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th year while you're in college. So I don't know how much I have time left, but I would like to play this video if I have time, and if it goes over, you can just cut it off. Is that okay, Anna? Okay, let me see if I can get it going.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks to many generous donors, the Oklahoma City Community Foundation awards nearly $2 million in scholarships each year, and we want you to be our next scholarship recipient.
So, who can apply? Scholarships are available for a variety of students, including applicants in high school, college, graduate school, and even a few for non-traditional students returning to school. While you won't be eligible for every scholarship we offer, our online application will help you find a list of available scholarships based on the information you provide.
Are you ready? Just follow these simple steps to apply for our scholarships. Step 1 is for you to create an account. Visit occf.academicworks.com and create an account. If this is your first time to apply, click Sign Up in the upper right-hand corner. If you've applied for a scholarship with us before, click Sign In. When creating your password, be sure to use a minimum of 8 characters, at least 1 number, 1 uppercase letter, and 1 lowercase letter. Once you've successfully entered your password twice, look for the green check mark. Then open the email account you're using for your login name. You will receive an email from scholarships@occf.org. Click the active link in that email, and it will take you to the next step, the general application.
Step 2 is completing the general application. The general application is basically your student profile. You'll only need to enter this basic information once, because it will not change regardless of which scholarships you apply for. Be sure to complete all of the fields marked with an asterisk, because those are required.
Step 3 is completing the conditional application. Based on your answers in the general application, you will be directed to the next level called conditional applications. For example, high school seniors will be directed to high school senior student application, while students already in college will be directed to the college student application. The 4th step is applying for scholarships recommended for you. Don't stop now, you're almost there. The information you've completed so far will help us create a personalized list of scholarships tailored to your qualifications. Start exploring this list of recommended scholarships. Be sure to read the eligibility criteria. You must click Apply for every scholarship for which you qualify. While no one is eligible to apply for every scholarship, many students are eligible for more than one. When you click Apply for each scholarship, make sure that you answer all of the required supplemental questions. Once you've completed each scholarship, you'll see the submitted status. Each scholarship for which you wish to apply must reach the submitted status by its particular deadline.
Now you will need to manage your references. Review your online student account regularly to check the status of your applications and manage your references. You are required to submit one letter of recommendation for the general application process. If you are applying for additional scholarships, you might be asked to submit another letter in the supplemental questions. Your application will be stronger.
Okay. We are coming up on the end of your time now. In case there's
Thank you.
anything else you want to add. Okay. Thank you. So we have about 5 minutes left. And I just wanted to invite the reps to come back on and do a round of Q&A. If any of the attendees have some Q&A questions, please submit those now. And I'm just going to ask everyone to share their favorite event that happens on their campus. And then we can go in the same order you presented it.
Okay. I'll start, and the event that I really enjoy on our campus is the Clash of the Colleges. It's something that we do at the beginning of every school year, where all the different colleges compete against each other in a variety of different kind of games and events. And the winner of that program gets to have bragging rights for the year on our campus as the best college, if you will.
I'll go next. Like I mentioned earlier, one of my favorite traditions at Southwestern is the mound building ceremony. Being known as the mound builders for years and years, we've grown our mound, and with the mound, students joining together as freshmen, being able to paint their rocks, and then that Thursday of the first week of class, gathering at the Mound Plaza and being able to throw in their piece of their experience and their rock here at Southwestern that'll be forever. It's one tradition that is definitely a little bit quirky and weird, some call it, but once you get to experience it as a student, it's really special.
So my favorite activity that we have on campus at Western is during our homecoming week, we have what's called casino night, and we get to bring in real blackjack dealers, and a company comes in from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we have our entire Pioneer Heritage Center is set up as a casino, and they play for points, and then we have tons of huge giveaways like TVs, microwaves, things like that. And so the highest points gets the best prizes, and then we go down from there, and the students really love it. And I love it too. I actually participated in it as a student, and now I'm back hosting the event. So it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. I'll go ahead and go. We do a fishing tournament usually about once a semester. We've got 2 awesome ponds on our grounds here. We like to go do that, and it's actually tomorrow night. So if anybody's in the Okmulgee area, come check it out. It's gonna be lots of fun.
Johnson & Wales has tons of wonderful events to enjoy all year long, but probably my personal favorite is what is considered the family weekend, or similar to a homecoming in October. Providence and Charlotte, great cities in the fall. But since Johnson & Wales is so famous for culinary arts, you never know who you might run into on campus that weekend, because several of the Food Network stars went to Johnson & Wales. Now their children may be at Johnson & Wales, so they're coming back for family weekend. Great time.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. I just wanted to say, when you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. And also, this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to check out the full sign up for additional sessions. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings online at the same website where you've registered. So, thank you, everybody, and good night. Bye now.